Okay, we gotta restart because my ass is over here being. I'm just get into the video, just create, man. Stop thinking about being perfect again. Here it goes again. I'm getting into this perfection and trying to restart a video 26 times before we actually get into it. Here we go, 27th time. Let's get into it. I was watching Tom McDonald because I got a recommendation to watch this video. I watched it. Most of the stuff I already hear, so my reaction was kind of bland. I'm like, yeah, man, I kind of get this. And I'm going to do the other song too. I'm going to listen to Fake Woke because I want to break that one down. But then at the end of the video, I came across this. So I just got this pop up in my mind that was like, oh, Fahrenheit 451. And it made me think about, bro, they hide this shit in plain sight because that's part of the game. They hide it in plain sight because they know common sense has been destroyed. Fahrenheit 451. Boom. With Michael B. Jordan. Boom. With sexiest man alive. Rated by, I don't know, the entire world somehow. I'm just memeing. I'm just trying to throw in some jokes. But Michael B. Jordan, again, played the main character. Funny enough. So what I'm going to say is I don't need to rewatch this to know what it's about because I'm about to give you the gist. But remember, do your own research. Make your own mind up. Never believe everyone. Don't even believe me. Just go make your own mind up. But this is exactly what I got when me and my bro watched this movie. We lost our absolute minds. We were fucking going nuts. This came out in 2018, I guess? Or did it not? The trailer was in 20... No, I think it came out in 2018. But it said the official trailer was 2018. Either way, it probably came out a little bit after that. But point is of me saying this and bringing this book up and why I brought it up at the end of the video is because in the video, like, I mean, you know why if you watched it, but literally I was talking about how they are trying to hide history. And then they do it, they throw it in front of you just like they throw on The Simpsons predictive programming with literally showing you that they knew Trump was going to be in office because, man, they knew he was going to be in office before he even knew he wanted to run for president. No, I'm just joking. But, like, seriously, like, he probably was a part of it. But they know because this is all one big-ass movie script. They wrote the entire script. And literally, Fahrenheit 451 kind of shows you exactly what they're doing. It's another reason I like Spriggan, but we'll get into that in another example. But the little comparison I was going to pull over from that is books are literally like artifacts. One of the biggest jokes they made in this is black people don't read books. They don't just educate themselves. They get played into this mindset that they got to go to college, and then when they go in college, they get their mind rattled. So then they think they're better than black people that haven't gone to college, and they don't think that even self-educating yourself even existed, or like even that the first guy who created a fucking college had to self-educate himself. Maybe he was like, I'm a really smart guy, so I'm gonna make a school and share these really smart things with other people, and that's how schools were created. Like, they don't think that deep. They don't think that everything here was an idea first. And even the colleges that exist now today are not the same universities that existed back then. Because believe me, we'd have a lot of really, 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 really intelligent people. But I really think it's the modern day philosophers like myself and everything else with the modern day doctors who see the truth to really save the day. Y'all have to wake up from this illusion. They literally throw it in front of your face. Fahrenheit 451 shows you what they're doing. In the movie, they're literally called firemen. So here's the funny thing. You know what you think of when you think of a fireman or a firefighter. You think of someone who saves the day. Well, in this, that's how it's portrayed. You know, Michael B. Jordan goes hard. His dad was in blah, blah. And I think, oh yeah, so spoilers. So spoilers. If you want to go see it, see it. Go see it. Go watch it. Then come back to this video. But I'm going to spoil this stuff because I got to get into what they talk about. And I hope that doesn't put off a lot of people from the video because, honestly, I'm going to do my best to not expose the whole thing, but I'm going to give you the gist so that if you're watching, you can still watch it and enjoy it. But the whole thing is that I think Michael B. Jordan's dad in the movie also went, like, missing, and he never knew what happened to his dad, but it's because his dad seen the truth. Or, like, you know, or he kept a book hidden for him. But the whole thing is, like, the funny that they got a black guy playing the main character is black people don't read books. But this is a real thing in real life. Motherfuckers don't pick up a book and just read. And it's actually fucked because, man, I don't know. I'm not going to say it. But here's the funnier part. Is in the book, the firefighter or a fireman has been changed to what you think it is. In this, they're not firemen. They're literally firemen or firefighters. They're fighting with fire. But what are they fighting? History. They are burning all books. And not just history. It would be like, you think the holographic universe book that I always recommend, that would be burned. And they try to burn everything because they're trying to create a new narrative. They're trying to make a generation of people who don't know the past. Because it's being shown that, and see, one of my teachers said this, man, and I always, you know what? Shout out Dr. Morris. I gotta say his name, man. Shout him out. He's such a cool fucking guy. He taught me if all teachers were to disappear and we still had books, we'd be fine. Like, the world would survive. If we still had books and all the teachers disappeared and every professor, every college professor disappeared and we had books, the world would be fine. And I fucking believed him the moment he said that, because it made so much sense to my own beliefs. I didn't even believe him because it was something he was telling me. It felt like a belief that I already knew, because I was like, it all comes from within anyways. So when you read a book or you read basically like a book of someone's findings, so like we'll take Albert Einstein for example, since that's everyone knows, and he writes down these equations he found, and then we learn off of them years later. It's like, do you not realize what's going on? It came from his mind first and went into a book. We were not taught by we weren't taught by Albert Einstein, but in spirit we kind of were. You see what I'm saying? Because his book will live on, or whatever the amalgamation or collection of so many greats workings. And there's a lot of black masters out there that a lot of this stuff comes from. That's all I'll say. But you know what I'm saying. You know my point. And I think they made Michael B. Jordan the main character for a very specific reason. Like, I don't think anything is accidental. But I'm not connected to the race part of it. I'm not saying, oh, they got a black man in it. No, I've never been connected to that stupid shit. I hate it. It's annoying. But again, even my hate gives attachment to it, so I have to let that go too. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it's accidental that they made a black dude burning books because black people don't read in real life. Like, that's the biggest thing. And they're burning all the history to literally rewrite history, to build their own narrative for the new generations that are born. Because I think the generations that are in the movie have never read books. I think they've never read books. And you catch Michael B. Jordan kind of like getting this intuitive feeling, probably the fucking ancestors. And he picks up a book and he's like, oh, and he starts reading. And he's like, oh shit. And I think he keeps the book too. Like, he hides it. And then the main dude he works for, which is this guy behind him right here. Right here. I think at first he lets him keep the book. But then I think, I can't remember all the details. But I just know he's heartbroken when he hears that they've been lying and all the bullshit. And I think he even meets a love interest that reads to him. I can't remember. It's just wild. It's so cool. It's so cool. But then there's like there's an underground, like the underground, like rebels, I'll say, that are book readers. I know the biggest thing, they were reading books. So, but that's like the big reveal in it, is that the girl he's with or whatever can read, and she like reads to him because he can't read. I don't remember, don't quote me, but regardless, the biggest thing is, the biggest point they're putting in your face is that this is exactly what they're doing in real life. They're actually, like, these great creative directors that come up with the ideas for these movies are not pulling from accidental ideas. Like it's like, oh, I just woke up one day. And even when people say they do, no. Everything is divine timing. There are no coincidences. They're playing around. Everything it comes out the way it's meant to come out. So they get these ideas because that's the shit is exactly going down. Everyone history is being erased. Shit, half of your family, someone watching this video right here, their family could own like fucking 10 acres of land and they'll never fucking know because the records are lost in time or getting erased. And Fahrenheit 451 is showing you exactly how they're doing it, but not legit. It's literally put in an exaggerated way. So you just gotta understand what's going on. You gotta understand the game. It's happening all around you. Game here, game there, game. It's one big game. Shit. It's game. But man, oh, it said Michael B. Jordan struggles with censorship in 451. What is this? But yeah, it's literally dystopian. Oh, it's based so this movie or show, I think it's a movie, yeah, based on Ray Bradbury's 1953 dystopian novel of the same name. And the film follows a futuristic American society where books are burned and censored to and destroy knowledge. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You ain't even gotta go further. But I had to make a video on this because it blew my mind. Literally blew my mind. Look. It blew my mind. Oh, this is still on screen. Whoops. I had this for something I was playing on stream over at Twitch, so go follow me on Twitch. But yeah. Fahrenheit. Crazy. Just burning books. Burning books. Alright, anyways, much love in Moonlight. Look for these hints in movies. They're in so many more movies. I say Alice in the Wonderland is such a good one to watch because you really get a taste. Alright, love y'all. Peace.